time that we've gotten together. So thank
We didn't have time of that whole time.
What's happening?
There was no sound.
Oh,
And I just shared the link.
we got 9 people with us. And that's not nice.
Got nothing to do.
Inspiring.
Yeah. So nice.
Okay.
Did you get what you needed?
What does that mean?
Like a hand?
You can't always get what you want. You will find.
Would I be able to put this in option today? It's a triptych. And with a little message.
Yeah. Fun. Oh my god.
I need to come on trip.
Yes. Well, hopefully. Thank you. I actually work for the ASA.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so that was one of the main reasons why I made it. So I made like a bunch of prints for it. So I had some leftover prints.
That's amazing. Do you know? I know Mel just started working. Like, did they they do like talks and stuff too?
They do. Yeah, I haven't been in there for a minute. So like,
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
that one's free.
Yeah, I know. I love this.
I appreciate that. It's for the message more than anything.
With the artist piece.
I love a good rubber hose. I know it's been like very popular right now to make burger stands, rubber hose stuff, but I still like it. It's never ages.
No, it doesn't.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, for sure. I feel like I'm a firefighter. This is good.
I can shoot myself all the
Let me know when you're there, okay?
I was like surprised you were here.
So today,
Wow! Guess what that was? A hook. I even moved it. Oh, no, it's like.
wait, what are you saying?
I was holding it. Yeah. That's so beautiful.
Oh, it's
Aww. Oh yeah, we did too. Yeah. I know.
You guys saw me in the pictures of the Steve Center.
Yes, I'm really going to down good.
what you working on?
I was sharing things. I was putting up some of the words.
So when I use it.
And then it's like.
Yeah, I have been doing less painting lately and more of my embroidery, but I used to make COVID kind of threw everything because I used to just come and make art like everyone else, and then with COVID I ended up being a little bit had to host the live thing, and then when we were over COVID, I was taking photos of everything and putting it online so everyone could see the pieces at home. And then it kind of got to a point where then I kind of like half hostessing and half making art. So, I brought some so like and I have a few fabric pieces. So like I do like fiber art, I paint, watercolor. In the summertime, I sometimes get a chance to do oil, but it's mostly
You know what? I admire you guys because Andrew just asked me, "Are you going to draw anything?" I can draw one thing that's invisible. He didn't ask me what it was, but it was a conclusion.
I'd love it if you do a thing.
Yeah, I'm not. And this is some of the stuff that hasn't sold.
Oh yeah, and also there's some. This is from a teacher in Rich's school. He teaches outdoor and science, and he tie a bunch of flies to sell. So there's so different.
Yeah.
I have to ask my dad.
I don't know, but I think I got bit by something about that one.
Yeah, and actually, I got cut on the back. It's really so me too.
You know, I always didn't want you so good. Andrew's told us about this. And I mean, really.
Oh,
So I didn't get it for Christmas.
isn't it so incredible? Like, just the diversity. That was the thing. Is like when you, I don't know, like when you just like leave it open, like to be surprised so completely every week is pretty much boring.
No, you guys have just done absolutely incredible. You know, there's a spot in heaven for you guys for sure. Anyway,
I'm stuck. 604 rumbles and 2,000 paintings, and I don't know what to do. Maybe the pressure is too much.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not really stuck.
so I want you to imagine this canvas with a platform here and a platform here and sort of some supports like this and a big grape in the middle and a handle you turn because it's the pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
But you know what? I think I've seen that big painting that Andrew bought of yours. He's gone downstairs in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you guys, I'm just telling Jess, you guys are super. Really good place to have it.
It's very nice seeing you. Merry Christmas to you.
If you ever think of that,
Do you want to take your motorcycle, please?
I did take a motorcycle. So we'll go home and take one line.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take it now in case you win the bid?
No, because then I have an excuse to come see you.
Take care, you guys.
Has he done calculus and linear algebra yet?
What?
You have everything.
Oh,
I was going to paint
those are the those are the most difficult to get in my opinion.
What should I paint?
Because like with linear algebra, it's just a lot of numbers.
How much time do I
Like
got?
you start thinking of things like equations.
Nature's would be.
I think
I was good at vectors and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I took
I just tried to take a little.
I do. I think you did. Like the house is the heart, or like, and all the people around it. But that's a lot
Do you
of.
have gloves?
Because once you know what sign comes.
Do I know? Is this one used?
It doesn't matter.
Here, I switched.
You okay?
I switched to my astrophysics major a couple of years ago. Before that, I was doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
still listening to Eminem?
Yeah, I got his latest album. I got his latest album. It's definitely
Different, isn't it?
It definitely.
Oh, I can't just buy it now. Oh, I just
It's like it was like one of the things.
and I was saying I can't just buy no. Just put it on the front of my door. No.
Well, it means the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's play it. We just know.
Like when you listen to him, he's the type of person where you can't like listen to it.
I'm so sorry. When it just shows.
You have to listen to it again and again and again for it to stick.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I had to show you.
That's interrupted. We're seeing people from the old school.
Oh, from St. Mike's? Not really. I haven't even spoken to Rochelle in a while.
I guess it's been a while, but I haven't seen work on a fresh canvas in a
Last time
long
I saw
time.
with her, I was trying to arrange something involving
For the end of
Dungeons
days.
and Dragons with her.
Yeah.
Was this one your first? Were you on
Yep.
design, or is that?
I am a
She's just been really busy with theater. Yeah, that's what I heard from one of her friends.
For something special.
It's good to be busy.
So it's you.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm special.
Yeah.
I'm the special.
Hopefully I can see if I can sneak
Was it a good
late trip to
experience?
Ross.
Yeah.
Under 100? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work. I mean, I spent probably like $100 just on hanging wire for the canvas.
Is
which I
it
never do.
SpaceX doing the launches now? Is it?
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy. It was super well structured, like to a
Did you ever
T.
meet Emma?
Oh yeah,
Back
yeah,
at, Gorilla?
yeah, lots of yeah. So I know Emma from when she had the place on like just off 17th, where it was just a house in her living room. That was the first time I ever did it, and I think she might have known me from all those years back because they chose 200 artists. They had to cut 120 artists because that's how many people applied. And then my first time doing it, they a highlight video, kind of a spotlight video. They chose only 6 artists to do it. So I'm gonna share that video till the end of time. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still in there, but
I
they're
thought
trying.
it was.
Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, the last time I earned anything close to that was probably last October, where I just did a bunch of commissions. I think because I hadn't painted in a couple of years, people that I knew were like, "Hey, why the fuck is it more than painting?"
With those
So,
buckets, what you gotta keep in mind is you're always gonna be balancing how much fuel you need
Yeah.
versus how much fuel you need to actually A, stay in orbit, or B, if you really ambitious, get out of orbit.
but I mean,
If it's too
the
much,
thing is,
you're
it's
never gonna get out.
she's done really well
You're not gonna get out of
because you have to pay $200 just to get in,
I actually,
and then they charge a 10.5% commission.
but-
And then 10.5%, yeah, and then they charge ticket sales.
So they'll have.
And you have 200 artists, and you know, and assuming
then they have
each one
so they can actually
generates about $3,500, which most of them do. They're about 500 times 200. You're making about
Oh, nice.
you know
Is that?
$110,000.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the
Heard
math
about
is,
how
but
they're
close to
taking
that.
ISS
So
down.
she's done really well.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because Louise was like, how Louise was like, does she make any money? I was like, oh yeah. I mean, if you're renting on an Amazon warehouse,
That's a lot of material. Like if you see, like if you saw what happened with Mir, you know. Because, I mean, like if anything, if you're gonna take the ISS down, at least bring some space going back. Exactly.
Sorry, I
Exactly.
love
Because the more stuff that you're gonna launch up, the more you're gonna.
need it.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's
Yeah,
more
I
likely
mean,
you're
I mean,
not
that
gonna
would come
be
down
able
to
to
that
launch
because,
new stuff because Space Junk is just gonna
it's
provide
right.
it, right?
So much.
604.
I think there's ever gonna come a point where we've done so
Well, I
much
mean,
exploration that
more
we
than
can't do
expected.
anymore.
You know,
and as a result, we lose things
were the
like
introduction
GPS
to
or
art in
like satellite
culture in
service.
the city for me.
That's what you said.
Honestly, like the one under 100 show, like Emma's, like she's around a couple years longer than me, right? So like between that show and Gorilla, I think we broke some barriers to.
Next step, right?
And then there's also
one
one
of
of
them,
the
like, make it less stuff, you know?
Don't need a
And, you know, as we go online, if you want to sell stuff, we'll just connect with the buyers.
I need somebody to look like
For the gallery.
Yeah,
you probably have higher likelihood of finding another because trying to do physical activity there and that allows there to be
Absolutely. I'm actually hanging at the Cold
So if
Guard Brewing
anything,
Company
you're
right
gonna,
now.
you're gonna make the
I'm
natural
hanging at the
gas.
Cold Guard Brewing Company.
Yeah.
It's a bar. It's a distillery or brewing place in England.
Yeah.
And they host a show for 6 artists for 3 months.
Yeah.
And they leave the sale to the hands of the artists. So you have to leave a big big plaque that says "Call me" or "Follow my Instagram." And
Yeah.
you have it's not classified as a commission, but it's considered a 10% donation.
I have not, but
So-
I have heard good things about
So-
But don't make it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
animation.
Like we can get away with that here because we've earned it, right? Like,
Yeah.
if I ask for donations, because I know someone wants
I
it.
have a general idea of its premise,
So
and
we kind of
I have an idea of how Blackboard
me and their taxes. I'm gonna
So
Right. Yeah.
donate what
So
I feel like. I usually actually donate a lot of that bullshit.
it's
but
funny.
I wish I was one of those people that was just, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because they classify it as a donation, but and I had that joke with Louise yesterday. I was like, they call it a donation, which means they get nothing. But I mean, I feel obligated because without them, I would have made. I think I made about 6 sales from the show. So.
Yeah. Hey Jess.
Yes.
Tell me when you're gonna type. I'm wearing the glasses.
Sorry?
I'm wearing the glasses.
So tell you what?
When you're typing.
Oh, click. You can hear the typing on his.
Oh.
I thought I was having a stroke.
Sometimes I can't hear my phone ring because he has 2 glasses and that one of them is each attached to each of our phones. And sometimes my phone's ringing. I'm like, I can't hear it. Rich, my phone's broken. And he's like, and he like puts the glasses on my because it's all Bluetooth. And it's like I'm such a Luddite.
So a lot of the time, because Lou will have Bluetooth earphones.
Yeah.
Well,
The physics behind like the
it records?
No.
No, it was before. It was before.
Yeah.
So you recorded. Wow.
This is how we lost Chester. I think he didn't like my
And
glasses.
then we got pictures of actually of M87.
But yeah, so I'll try to pair up this to the radio,
Yeah.
and it'll pair up to her earphones, and she'll have it in, and I'll start playing really loud music and
Yeah.
turning it up. She's like, ah,
Because
what
you
the-"
can't hear
and
it,
it's like
and then
this thing.
you just hear a scream.
Well, in our schools, the kids aren't allowed to have phones anymore.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. I should be a stickler about because it's like I'm a team player, but I need to be a better stickler about it because really I just think it's great. So that said.
So you can,
You're not supposed to have phones in my class. You're supposed to leave them in your
various
locker.
methods.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they have their phones, but I don't like when they lie to me. So
Right.
I go in and I turn my Bluetooth on. I'm like, okay, there's 4 or 5 phones in this classroom, and you guys gotta get your phones. in
Or
your
you go
locker.
into airdrop and they all show up.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I live in on a street and it's all rentals by the same company, and I'm good friends with the housing manager. I tried to pair up with my speaker the other day, and I saw one of them said master bedroom. And I was like, what dork calls his rented bedroom a master bedroom?
Just judging everyone harshly on that.
In my building, whenever I pair somebody else's in my building says master bedroom. So I wonder if it's like when you set up your speakers, if there's like that, you know, like maybe that's a default.
Yeah, maybe. I hope
Some
so.
kind of company.
Because I'm like, because then I thought, well, my mom was with me, but her last place was a studio apartment, so there was no master in there.
Yep.
I'll definitely email you.
Jess, what are you working
I'll
on?
definitely email you a Mr. Taylor with a link picture of my desk.
Well, I did a bunch of
Do you
hanging
want to put a
work,
layer on my screen?
organizing work.
Okay.
What? Oh yeah, just paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So do it on the front side with a different color than red.
Okay.
You know my son? This is my oldest son, Gianluca. Gianluca, that's his name. You go down to Chinatown.
Yeah, they make s'mores.
Okay. And on which side, my love? On
It really
this,
doesn't.
They
on
go
this
in-
side?
he goes
Hold it up to the light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, but does it matter which side?
It doesn't really matter. I think I painted the backside, but it went through. So if you do the backside, it'll be the
On this side. And you said a different color?
Yeah, to use a different color. That way you can see if it's going through.
And so, I feel like you're a man about town. Taking pictures and looking at different inspiration all over the city.
There's a guy actually.
So my friend,
He is he put together collections. And sold them as collections. I don't know, they're just simple pictures. So take it. I think that's more than one, you know?
Oh, cool. Is that one of those disappearing sticks?
Yeah,
That's neat. What brand is that?
I don't know. It's my dead neighbor gave it to me.
Oh, you mean actually dead?
Well, he gave it to me before he died.
Oh, I see.
No, it's a 3D, 3D thing. So I've never actually played with it.
That's pretty neat. I was thinking of getting one. A friend of mine that does a lot of snowboarding has one. And I think written into the programming, it just erases its own selfie stick. Is that kind of what
I
happened?
think so.
That's cool.
I like
Oh yeah,
I like orange.
sticks gone.
Yeah. So it knows what its stick looks like. It just
Well,
deletes it.
did you know that small Slurpees only have 18 grams of sugar? isn't that much
Times the sugar,
compared to what you would think.
it's about 4 tablespoons.
18?
It's like a.
Or 1 spoon. Oh, yeah.
Some tea like tiger tea, vanilla,
Yeah, I want to put sugar in. Orange people.
like tiger tea kind of.
Go on.
So I mean,
Oh, yeah.
character. That's cool. And then I broke my fat again. Oh no.
I just played some tea.
I just always take it off. Take it out as you go.
Have you tried these ones yet?
No.
I
have nothing to view.
Oh,
Nothing to feed them with.
Oh, I see.
Like, I'm literally, I'm a neophyte for this.
Well, these connect to your phone.
Yeah.
I got to play with.
It's not a phone?
Play with.
Oh, yeah, no, I meant, like, have you ever thought of getting some, Ray-Bans, or you can switch your glass? They only take 1 minute long videos, which I think had to do with like, who came up with, Google came up with some Google lenses and everybody flipped out about. The cancel culture came down on them hard, so when Ray-Ban came out with them, they were cautious to make it a little more, less spy glasses and more whatever, like just a novelty. But I really like them because I can do my hands. I can get my hands working.
Oh, yes.
So I'm careful to just tell people when I'm working. So, offend anybody.
Yeah.
I was like down there and they're like, how do you want your burger? So we went.
Oh, you felt that?
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Culture shock, eh?
Yeah. No kidding. How you feeling?
I'm kind of okay right now,
Yeah.
but it's because I've been keeping myself really busy.
Yeah.
So like, school's been nuts.
Yeah.
Last week was our second last Rumble. It didn't really hit me very hard.
Yeah.
But I also knew there was a week left.
Yeah.
But then what happened was I had a meeting on Friday I was kind of thinking about and some other things coming up. And then it seemed like there was a week left till we ended the thing.
Yeah.
And then Sunday night I was like, holy shit, the last Rumble, like I really haven't processed it. No, that's kind of backwards because like I've been processing this for a year. And 2
Of
months,
course.
right?
Yeah.
But as we got
But
closer,
like actually processing like the finalized.
yeah, and then so like it actually worked out so perfectly that we opened on the 18th of July,
Yeah.
12 years ago. We closed on the 18th of December,
Okay.
the Gorilla House, right?
Okay.
And then we reopened on December 18th. So all of those numbers are just magic. But on top of that,
We all
like,
end up on Wednesdays as well. And
yeah. So the fact that those days all lined up so perfectly is magic. But what's actually been an amazing salvation for me,
I'm looking.
we do this Christmas dinner,
Yes.
and the chances of the Christmas dinner being the week after the first, the last, the other first, and the last day is of all this. I still have next weekend's Christmas dinner to think about. So
To kind of like.
yeah,
process.
so it's probably going to be
But it's healing.
yeah. I think it's emotional when we hand the keys over. It'll be the worst.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting watching somebody else in my space, which I'm open to. Right? I'm glad it's going to be home.
Do you know what's coming in?
A barber shop.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. It was
That
going
would
to
be
be
a great place for barbershop.
Yeah. And then I showed them the haircut I gave Jess, and they're like, "Oh, you like my hair?" I think they did. But like, I love that they're open to that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then so there's a Christmas dinner to look forward to. We're also being packed this weekend, and we have like loose moose,
Yeah.
chicken chickens. Then we're gonna go see a movie. Then we got to start getting ready for the Christmas dinner, and it's just a dog pile until we lock
Until
the
you
place up.
actually look. Yeah.
And so in that sense, I feel quite strong that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where it's.
You're so tough though.
So far.
But for everything that you've done and gone through, and for everything that is to come, that is absolutely you have to. But it's also absolutely it's a very strong.
It's funny that I forget what stuff like that.
Obviously,
They wrote a really nice
because you've been
article.
through some ups and downs with this place, like severe ups and downs.
Well, one of our friends phoned me today and said he just lost his fingers this crossbow, and he's an artist. And it's like that happens every 4 months. You know?
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons people call me is they know I'm just going to go, that sucks. Because we've lost somebody once every 4 months for 12 years. We've lost 50 people. So there's that, but also like after losing that many people, we have a really powerful sense of like being alive. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm in this moment.
Well, you realize the value of life.
Yeah. So like moments are heavy and valuable and important, and people become like so essential. But I'm also really thinking about like, you know, what we're gonna do next, right? If I told you this story. Okay, so in the gap on Wednesday nights where we broadcast live, starting the week after the Christmas dinner. Now the other thing is I've never broadcast a Christmas dinner before because you don't want to make people feel self-conscious about not having to go.
Yeah.
But I've also told people don't skip your family dinner to come have dinner with us. Christmas dinner here is really those meant for people who want to go.
Yeah.
Now that said, this year I'm like, if you want to skip your family, go ahead. Come on.
Last one.
Yeah, right? But this year I
Honestly, if we were in town, I'm sure I would.
yeah, so like with that, this year I can sort of guilt-free broadcast the Christmas dinner because it's just more of a celebration.
Yeah. It's not a.
So the week after the Christmas dinner, what happens is Jessica and I are going to have a project called the Isle of Root.
And called what, sorry?
The Isle of Root.
Okay.
To play off the name Root.
Yeah.
And so every Wednesday we go online at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. We pick a Christmas so basically we make them a painting. We talk about art and philosophy. There's puppets. There's a character named Dead Kevin who's a mannequin. Little space skits where we fly around space to think of a better place to live. And at the end of the episode, Jess's mom shows up and we mail the painting out to whoever we did the special about with a QR code that they can find the episode and another QR code if they want to get back to us, right? Yeah, and it's free. So we don't have to worry about the cost or anything. And if people want to keep selling their art with us, they can just come online and sell their art, and they can keep 100% of their sales. Right? So we have no overhead. We have nothing to lose, and it's just a way to keep like something flowing in our life. You can ask Felix, like, what do we do if nobody watches? He's like, no, that's what it's about. Like, it's just something to do about gratitude, right? So,
Yeah.
so there's no way to fail. That's new for us, right?
Yeah. But it's also focusing on your needs as well.
Yeah.
Because you have it.
Yeah, that's true.
And for you and Jess.
Well, and this summer was the first summer that we had a chance to sort of pull back from the gallery.
Yeah.
So instead of spending, 60 days over the summer, looking for next year's art buyers.
Yeah.
We went home. You know, we paid people we want to, and we went home afterwards. And like I live in a high rise down the block.
Yeah.
And it's got the most incredible sunset. Because we're right the last high rise at the
You
end
don't
of the
notice
city.
it when
Been
you're
there for 10
blinded.
years and I've never seen them because I've always been at the gallery. Right? So
When you're blinded by all the busyness and the hustle and bustle, and you can't.
wasn't physically in the house to realize how beautiful the sunset was. So yeah.
But you need to take care of you, your relationships, yourself, your kids. There's priorities that will never. You don't regain those once it goes.
Well, and I guess the fun thing is we do this together. So like if
Absolutely.
Jeff, if my kids weren't involved and if I wasn't involved, there's no way we could do it.
But it'll be a different way of taking care of
I got a better deal on this.
Yeah, it's a step removed from some of the damage that we can solve. But sometimes it was quite painful working here.
Of course.
So we have a little more distance from being harmed. And I don't mean to make it sound like it was awful, but there was times where it was like,
No, you went through it.
yeah. And your front window's open to the street, so everybody that comes in the gallery has to leave happy. Right? Like, people say things like, you can't make everybody happy all the time. No, we actually have to. Or somebody will kick a hole through a
Yeah.
window.
No, it's true.
And actually, the guy that actually put a hole through our window was somebody that we'd been feeding for a year. You know? And when I asked him why he did it, he's like, well, I was really hurt and I needed to hurt somebody. And it didn't make sense to hurt strangers. So you're feeding. Like, yes, it makes sense. So, like, it's safer. I mean, like, I think there's like 2 separate times from 2 different people that made cracks about coming down and throwing acid in my face when they're angry. So you're trying to pay attention to the rumble, but you're also looking over your shoulder to make sure nobody falls on
Well, you still have to take care of yourself. And take care of your family.
But I get grass.
Well, and the other thing is this, if something goes wrong here, it comes down on the other side. So there's days I've been out there, there's just 5 drunks and at my age right now, I just learned that if I signed another 5-year lease, now I'm looking at a guy that's in his mid-50s, closer to later 50s, and then I'm like, so I have to make some like decisions about what my body can do. 5 years. Can I still knock out 5 strangers and fast enough before I get damaged?
I completely get that.
Where's my snare? I don't have any snare in my head.
But in the end, it's been a joy and a privilege.
It's absolutely.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Gave your other half Christmas card and our wedding invitations.
Oh, wonderful. What's the name? Did you get that jacket?
Phoebe.
Oh, yeah.
It's all on there.
There's no surprises, I hope.
It'll be a masquerade wedding.
I hope. Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, it is surprises. Yeah.
Sorry, masquerade reception.
Beginning
I
to
think he
end.
was thinking something else.
Well, we almost spoiled his
Engagement.
proposal.
Oh, shoot.
I was modeling here and then I arrived, but he didn't see me come in. And then he like was panicked because when he finally realized I was there, he's like, how long have you been sitting there?
Because not even.
And I
not
missed the whole thing,
Yeah,
the whole
no.
conversation apparently, but I
Crush
didn't know
Charlie.
that.
Oh, so the plan is this and
Charlie
this,
Bob.
and yada yada, and then like during the talking, then we had a break, and then she showed up another time when I was doing
I know it's crazy, eh?
here.
Can I borrow some tape, Rich?
I don't know. I heard about fiance voice.
I've run into.
That
Maybe
sounds
it's
like Katie.
Katie.
Yeah, it is Katie. I'm not staring at anybody right now, so it's like.
That's cool. And then I talked to him after.
Yeah, I get.
Were you subbing? I'm at St. Timothy.
So.
Oh, out in Cochrane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm retired. I mean, I sub in a little bit.
Oh.
You've subbed before, eh? It's good and bad, eh? Like, it kind of sucks sometimes.
I subbed for 2 months, I guess, before I started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that year that you graduated.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I got my teaching degree sorted, so I have no intention of being a teacher. And Jerry said you'll loop me in.
Oh, yeah, that's
And,
What are you getting there?
I even told him in the interview, I just want to sub, and he's like, let me ask you a question. What are you, nuts? And I was like, yeah, little, like I've been told. And,
You guys can rush
but my finances shifted too. That year that I started teaching, my child support doubled, and I couldn't afford to not go back, so I had to.
Into a
I
new
had to
place
keep
that
teaching.
her,
I'm
her
lucky
first
enough,
thoughts of it was,
but I actually got my teaching degree with the intention of just being a
Are you doing high school art?
high school, junior high.
Yeah.
It was high school, junior high for the last
I get it. We live
6
in a
years,
time.
and then they're just slowly moving the grade.
well, the,
Like we don't get
prior,
grade
my
7s, we
parents,
don't get grade
rent-
8, so it's becoming a high
as
school.
rental property.
Oh, yeah, no,
And
but I
people prior, they
listen to you on
destroyed.
CBC sometimes
They
and all
got-
over, right? So I'm kind of like,
We arrived.
Any chance you see the university alumni?
you see a lot of that, right?
Dumpster.
The alumni
That was
university,
before like,
yeah.
the middle guy took everything that was of value. There, all the plumbing was redone. The floors, there was fire damage, all the electrical. Like I went to town on the
I
place.
love
wanted
it.
to-
Just in time.
Yeah, I know it's the last day.
So fun stuff.
I was a girl house once.
That makes sense to me,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's coming.
Who did you come in with?
There?
Yeah, did you just show up? Or who
I
did
think
you-
I just showed up on my own.
Okay. Do you know Shannon Boyle?
Yeah, that sounds
It's
familiar.
She just came in and left.
No, I get it.
And,
She's a invites too, because
she's a teacher, yeah. She's a social
I know that name too.
Shannon Boyle.
I know you look younger.
Shannon Boyle's, she's married to one of the,
that's where I'm from, but it's
McGilvreys. And her sister's Susan Boyle. No, her sister Susan McGilvery, who used to be Susan Boyle. So they're both, her and her sister come from teacher families, and they both married teacher families. So not just teachers, but teacher families.
So are you moving on to something different?
So every Wednesday we do a live broadcast.
Yeah.
And then starting
Yeah.
the week after this, we're doing a live broadcast of something different. So what we do after Rumble House is going to be called the Isle of Rue. It's kind of a vaudevillian show. A little bit like if Mr. Dressup and Bob Ross got merged.
It's
with
an
the Muppets.
online thing? Like it's
Online
only gonna be
for
a.
2 hours. We find a person, place, or thing that's deserving of attention, and we make them an original piece of art and talk about how great they are, and do art philosophy and art lessons.
Where do you do it from?
Our apartment. Yeah, my apartment's been turned into, it's a 2-room apartment with like 5 different movie sets.
I know, I'm just get those feet. I'm afraid that if I walk
Yeah.
around. I just don't want to step around and walk past one.
You guys do good stuff here though. Just reading about it, it's a nice part of,
Yeah.
you know, in the community.
Well, I actually think the Isle of Rue is going to be even nicer because if we keep selling the artwork, if people want to keep showing their work through us at the Isle of Rue, they can now keep 100% of their sales.
Oh, yeah.
And ours is just a gratitude project. We're just going to pick like there was a Lego club in LA that had access to Lego
I see a lot
for
of
kids
Justice face
in Santa Monica that didn't have Lego, right? So that's the kind of thing we want to pay attention to, and make them paintings, and then they'll get a QR code where they get the episode that we did. They'll be able to respond to us if they want to, and a free painting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited. I don't know if people are going to keep wanting to show with us when we're just online, but if they do, they get to keep 100% of their sales. I'm not selling anything for at least 5 years.
Can I tell you about how I
sold
during one of my
2,700 paintings in my house to keep this place open.
No.
I've never kept the paintings. I all went back in the yard. Every kind of
Right
it.
side.
So what I'm kind of excited about is not so everybody thinks, oh, you'll be able to sell your stuff and keep the money. I was like, I am not selling anything for a good long time. We're demonetized.
Four.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
I'm just gonna look around.
It's pretty fun. It doesn't give you that fluorescent like green or orange that uranium.
Well, yeah, with the
Yeah,
bag,
it's very
This one?
and
No.
it's very
Oh.
It does.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people texted me and said it was they were afraid of the crowds. I think more people called me tonight and said they didn't want to come in because of the crowds than people showed up. So it could have been a lot weirder in here, but I didn't really push anybody too much because I didn't want it to be overcrowded, and I also thought like maybe people just gotta make their own decisions.
No. If you want to deal with like you're dealing with
Yeah, we just got our invitations printed today, so we sent them. So we just gave one to Justice now. Don't pay too much mind to the the QR code for like gift registry because we have no idea what's put on that thing.
Okay.
Like I jokingly looked at it and like it was just through Amazon. Like, oh, what do we want? And just like I threw on 100 gift cards to like a food place, 100 gift cards to this place. Like, I don't know. It's just money. It's like it's all. And then we put a few random things here and there. Like, I don't even know if we should ask for any of this at all.
Well, marriages are expensive and having life is expensive. It's just a nice chance to get a good fresh run at fresh run at the world. Before the world starts to pick you apart. You guys own a home?
We're currently renting from my parents, so the rent isn't too crazy.
Yeah. Did your parents have an extra rental property, or just they bought it for you, or they went somewhere?
One of our tenants that left did a number on the place, so it's kind of like a move in, fix it up for like crazy, and then like in 10, 15 years when we finally leave, it'll be ready to put a cut again.
Yeah.
But they destroyed it.
My apartment's pretty okay. The rent's pretty decent, so right now I would say that my rent is reasonable. The apartment I live in is almost like having a part-time job. Right? Like it's $2,000 a month in every other apartment. And less than that right now. I kind of think of the difference is like what I put into suffering in exchange for low rent.
Gotcha. How much paint is on your cabs or is on your quads at the end of the night?
Enough that it gets uncomfortably sweaty in the summer and have to throw the pants out. But these are actually my last. I just ate my face. Is there paint all over those?
No.
Yeah, these are my last pants, and after these pants, I can start throwing them all out. So basically, I'd own a pair of pants, and I'd like having a clean pair. And then as I got paint on them, they would become my sacrificial pair. And then as this gets thicker, like sometimes this becomes better than the paintings. That part sucks on the ego. Wow. I wish
Is this one of your pairs up here for auction?
Which one? This one? No, that's somebody else's.
Oh, okay.
I haven't auctioned any of my paint pants off yet. There was a lady that bought one of my shirts that I was wearing. But I think she was kidding.
No, I do have stuff. I have
I kind of overheard that you're continuing the auction online after. There's a website that you were.
So we're going to do a program called the Island Room.
Yes, that's what it was called. Thank you.
Yeah,
I wrote it down there.
it's not so much an auction as we're going to keep showing people's work. So we'll show the work. If somebody wants to buy it, they can just contact the artist and buy it. Right? So it won't be so much an auction, it's just a place where people can exhibit their work.
Got it.
And then when they do sell, they can keep 100% of their sales, which I'm pretty excited about because it's quite a joy for us to be able to get paid with other people's money and then walk across the street and give that money to the lady that's standing outside having a cigarette, right? Like sharing, giving money away that you didn't have to make is probably the greatest joy of being here. Like somebody's hungry and you're able to give them actual cash they can use.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sweet. But then the fact that we had to keep half the money to keep the gallery open was always kind of like ugly.
Yeah.
So I am really looking forward to like disconnecting from that part of what we do and just letting people keep it.
Yeah.
You'll probably see.
It's not a huge mix up, but happy to hear that.
Before you see people.
Well, also like this is my best 2012 idea.
Yeah,
Right?
really
Like,
interesting.
some of it are my 2014 ideas, right? By the summer before last, I was realizing, okay, now we know what we're doing. We proved the concept can work. I wanted to have 6 rumbles so that I could just show that it worked. I calculated we're going to hit 600 at the end of the year. And it was also the end of our 10-year, our second 5-year lease, right? And actually, after we were doing pretty well 5 years in, and we're still learning a lot. It's pretty exciting. So when our first lease came out, we never thought we'd make 5 years. This is like 5 years ago, and then we did make 5 years. And I was like, yeah, let's try a few more. So we signed another 5-year lease, and that's when COVID hit. And it's like, okay, so that was actually pretty exciting, trying to figure out how to do this through COVID.
Absolutely.
And
Exciting one word.
yeah, but because honestly, after COVID, it was kind of like, well, we've done this before. We're starting to know what it looks like, and the thrill of figuring it out every week was like more known, more like familiar. So when we started seeing patterns and started understanding, okay, this is what November. It didn't seem as necessary that I did. You know what I mean? Like now I know enough about it that I could pass this idea on to somebody and help them get through it. They could be the next. There's no chance you settle here.
Yeah, it's actually, and you get my mother's getting it for like everything.
Yeah, so I mean, the idea is still up the ground. And if anybody wanted help doing it, I'd love to help them. Which is nice, because every time somebody said, hey, I want to do a Rumble House, can you help me out?
I've seen it.
They'd end up feeling kind of like defensive about it.
You're perfect. Everything's perfect.
I don't think it's gonna be anything long.
What time is it, Jesse?
8:12.
Okay.
I'd be very. Thank you for this.
The auction's at 9, right?
Yeah, 9.
I was coming and
Hey,
I'm
Jesse,
not here for very long, unfortunately. I have to. Yeah, I have to.
I was kind of thinking you'd put a thin coat on that.
Oh.
Would you describe that as not a thin coat?
I would describe this as luscious.
Okay. Well, I don't mind that you put a luscious coat on, but maybe could you get it in front of the fan so it can dry?
Do we have a fan here still?
Why wouldn't we have a fan here? That's my favorite thing in the gallery.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense if it's just expelling material every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, there is.
Let me get a picture of you.
I forgot that those were those. Like,
I know,
wait a second. That is very subtle. Holy cow. I thought they were a little more, a little bit thicker.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. They're almost a little too good because I sometimes forget to tell people I'm wearing them. Strangely enough, there was a guy downtown who was convinced I was a spy.
Oh, no.
He was going after the BLM people when I was bringing ice down to the and so he was giving somebody a hard time, and I got in the way. And so then he started yelling at me like, "Oh, why are you wearing those glasses?" And I was like, "What is he talking about?" And it took me like a year to process the reason he was concerned about his glasses. He read somewhere about people wearing spy glasses.
Oh, God.
And he thought I was wearing spy glasses. But the funny thing is I'd run into him every now and then downtown, and he'd always be shouting at me from across the street. Now Jess better hearing me. And I'm like, "Is that guy shouting at me?" She's like, "Non-competition." She's like, "No, you're sure not." And then a couple of blocks later, it's like, "Was that guy yelling at me?" She's like, "Yeah, he wants to know why you're wearing his glasses."
Every time we set it up, I thought
And then I ended up actually getting the spyglasses. So now when I'm on YouTube, I'll be like, look at this. These are the spyglasses you thought I was. Felix, those are beautiful. See you guys soon.
Stay warm. See you soon.
Tell me what the date is.
Next September.
September 27th.
Okay.
Yep, it's all your sections.
Yeah, don't make it on a Wednesday. Oh, it can be on a Wednesday now.
Be any day, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, hi. How are you?
See you, thank you.
take care.
Yeah.
You're okay with everything like here for tear down and stuff for when you're done?
We're gonna spend about a week with this place part if you feel like lifting stuff. Anybody like weightlifting?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Probably after Christmas, after the 25th. Just drop it.
I will happily do that.
We'll be loading trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you.
Oh, well,
I was worried about that earlier. And I was worried about that too.
It's not for work.
Oh, it's not for work, it's for fun.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a
good.
lot of it has been for fun. We went to Nashville. We went to
Yes.
That's where I'm from.
Did you find the fan?
Yes, and it's on.
That's where we're getting married. So.
I want to save what Mark.
Can you walk on your tiptoes? No.
Did you see that? How do we save?
What happened?
Mark wrote, how did their influence who I am now? I was shown how big the YYC community is and how everyone comes to it from different places.
I
I learned that being an artist takes courage and that your community is important. I learned that we can all rise together. I learned that we don't
Who wrote
need the big,
this?
Mark, we don't need the big
McKay?
Yes, one of the Mark
Sorry.
Reno.
Okay,
I
sorry.
learned that we don't need the big institutions to give us meaningful connections.
Oh, yeah.
Unlock the door. What about all of you?
That's really nice.
That's really sweet. I'm sorry. I just wanted to read it.
Right, you just snapped at me on camera. Right.
Well, you were interrupting me.
That's crazy.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh yeah, that made very
It's so
like.
I don't mind that. I like that. That's cool.
Big mounds.
This is actually just yeah, so I was there for a wetland thing, so
Yeah.
covered bridges and stuff like that out there.
That's mostly Western.
Yeah.
All the covered bridges are very few and far between nowadays.
Yeah, they are.
Dismantled a lot of them.
We're at one of the wetland.
Oh, yeah.
places, so. Yeah, it was nice.
Fun.
That's fine. Yeah, you too. Things go well for you?
Yeah. We built a smelt this summer.
Oh, nice. What were you trying
We
to?
melted down these bars, so he needs to dive with them. So he's got his.
Have you?
Nice. I think my brother and my dad have one.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, which number is it? 668?
604.
Oh, right. Okay, so we got 4 more.
Downrigger caught rocks. Yeah, guys are fishing.
Yeah.
So
He's
he's
just
like
missing.
5 pound lead weights. So we melt those all down.
He just wants more, you know? I'm into that.
For his
Yes.
tanks.
Oh,
It's not the next Wednesday, I'm just gonna break into like.
When you guys were smelting, how did you deal with all like the fumes that came off?
We got not N9, but we bought masks for it. So we just basically didn't stick our face over the top of that.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of the sort of thing I had to do in some of my chemistry labs.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times where I had to handle, I think it was either diethyl ether or one of the acids for just figuring out things like,
Bacon.
nice.
It sounded like a jet. It was pretty cool.
I don't know if you've watched like Top Gear and the Grand Tour at all.
Yep.
If you watched like the finale, there's a bit where they smelt quote unquote silver. I don't believe it's silver. Probably just like a little. There's no way they're actually gonna have like high quantities of silver smelted down and actually
What is that?
Zimbabwe Botswana. Like there's no.
You know what? Did they do it in
No.
Because you know they do that there. They take computer chips and they melt them down and take the fresh metal. India does it.
Canada does
They
it.
do it in Africa. They use they just use rocks and stuff and they melt it down. And then they sell them.
I don't think they did it in. I don't think they did it in blocks. They built a smelting. They just built a smelting pit and potted it and then.
Maybe just that silver stuff is
Skim them off.
Huh? It's right there. In the
Oh, that's the guy that did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go say hi.
There's
I am so every time there's something involving the Aurora, I never get a chance to see it.
That's the first time it was so strong. So that's the only reason I got it.
Yep.
So every other year, you got another Jesse.
Well,
You have to, you can't do it.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I have been up north in places like Black Division. I still don't see the thing.
The thing is, they come and go too without nothing to do, like 10 minutes later. That's actually what happened to me. I went and I was just about to leave because I was like, okay, there's not anything. Just packing my stuff up and then they showed up and I that's how it is.
Like I've like for the last year or so I've been looking at things like solar activity, and most of the time it doesn't get up to the limit where you're supposed to be expecting.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was the NOAA that was doing the tracking.
Were you there when Mr. Carr was there?
I don't remember.
Oh, you might have been there.
Yeah.
I worked with him, and he was the reason I found out. He actually sent from Texas and hey, check out the North Lakes. That's the reason I found out. And then I went out there like, holy cow. So the next day I went up to it's a night sky, but here, real night sky. Sandy McNabb Conservation Area. So
that's the sort of sky I saw when I was in Hawaii. Big Island. We went over to Mountain Gate during the middle of the night. That's the sort of sky I saw.
We also wear each other's
Like seeing the sky, it can really
most of the time I was staring at it, and it's challenging because if you give it a long exposure, it gets too bright. You have to balance between your ISO. You know what? I want to get a picture of us.
Hey, I'm good. Good. I just wanted to congratulate you for all the excellent work that you've done here in building community and providing service.
I think I'm just gonna leave go onto him.
It's like I know how he feels. Is it cold out? Is it cold out?
He's always there the last day. He's like, yeah, test. very first.
So anyway, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, you know what we're doing now?
No, what?
So we do a live broadcast, right? And then the week after we're here, we're going to start another broadcast called The Isle of Moon. So we pick a person, place, or thing that's deserving of good attention. And we do like a 2-hour art making philosophy puppet show where we just do a gratitude project and thank people for whatever good things are.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because when we spoke at Finances Party, we were saying that, there's going to be a video.
Yeah.
So that's what it'll be about, is celebrating good work in our community.
And it started with two things. One, there's a project called Scraper Bikes that I saw 2011, which was a guy who he would rebuild bicycles. Yeah. So, I don't know what the term is, but they used to say they're bicycle, but
Super up.
it was never appropriate. Right?
No, yeah.
Souped up. He would soup up the bicycles, and like they would have these bicycle parades, and the kids had to be managing a certain grade at school, and they weren't welcome to each other's fun. And I just thought it was amazing, and it was one of the things that got me off my ass to open up the Gorilla House.
Oh, it was an inspiration for you.
Yeah. And then about 3 years ago, I wondered if he still existed, and I found the website for the scrapers. And he was so appreciative, and it did occur to me that he wouldn't, right? Like we like to go see the DVDs at Christmas, and I went to high school with Ken and Chris, and just on the lark, I made them a copy of the DVDs. And when we went to the concert, they exhibited them in front of everybody in the crowd. So I forget,
Which means that you had to
that to other people, it's kind of a nice situation.
Many people don't even own that. Right? They have mall art or whatever, but a real painting, you're like, oh.
Yeah, so like I underappreciate, I think, sometimes that effect, but that's what we want to do, is we want to like really make a nice big deal of people, and then if other people want to sell their artworks through us, they still can, right? So they can keep 100%.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And you probably got lots of people or groups in your back pocket that you're thinking of featuring or celebrating.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is we had this idea that we would pre.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna record you guys on my camera. I'm just telling you this.
The last one, he was like, I don't know if I should have painted this. He
Yeah.
put himself involved in the creation. So I was like, that's epic.
So right now, this camera right here is supposed to be Jess talking to people, but she forgets, and so that camera's been sitting empty for 4 hours. I don't even think there's sound on this. And we've currently got 7 viewers, right? So I think when we start adding content to what we do, there'll be more than 7 viewers. And so
There have been lots of times I've been at home and it's like, it's going to rumble.
yeah. So from now on, when you're at home, you're like, what's going on in the Isle of Moon? And you'll turn it on and Rich and Jess have
I know.
There's a character called Dead Kevin.
Yeah, he did all of those ones too.
There's Jess and I, we set our kitchen up that it doubles as a spaceship, and you'll fly around the cosmos looking for a place where the politics suit us better. And yeah, so, and then ultimately we're gonna run the it all plays off of my name. So the Isle of Moon is actually really right. So the Isle of Moon.
Okay.
The space family. Oh, that's the puppet.
Oh, fantastic.
The space family is called Space Hero X, or Lost Hero X. So the ship that's called Hero 10 is actually Tehran.
I certainly do. That's going to be great.
Yeah, and then when Nancy wins, we're just going to ship.
So it might run for a while. We'll see how long it goes.
It might run for a very long time. Right? Like I think actually, that purple sign there, we painted Gorilla House purple in honor of Naheed Nenshi. I'd never even considered my vote relevant until
This is the only problem. Is anybody I ever voted for actually got in.
Yeah, I love it. Like this.
You wouldn't think so because my politics isn't the mainstream.
No, I know, and I I would say if I said I didn't vote, everybody did.
Yeah.
But when it's like 7,000 to 10, sometimes for the own sake, you stay home. Right? And so, yeah, like when Nancy won in Calgary,
Yeah, like which time?
the first time, the first time, I remember thinking like this might be a place where I could do it.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking, when my kids are older, I'll move somewhere where I can do this. And then, so that's always been a big deal.
Yeah. And I called me and congratulated me for my guy getting in. Because it was so anomalous.
And I actually remember when he ran, it wasn't so much that I believed in him so much, but also that the other candidates really didn't work that hard. And I remember feeling like,
I'll come over there.
these were my
They're still phoning it in.
and this was him, and this was everybody else. And I thought, well, if he doesn't split the vote, if it's still close, I'm not even going to be able to buy groceries here because I'll be walking around the grocery store going, it was you. It was you. It was you. And then that's when I started feeling like powerful about the community. You know?
And look at the community. So, how can I find the new?
It'll be Rumble House. It'll be the Isle of Rue brought to you by Rumble House.
Okay.
There will be its own Isle of Rue page, but I think our biggest contact now is the States. States and Rumble
Yeah,
House.
you've got your people there.
Yeah.
Can I take a last Rumble photo of you?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the last Rumble.
Wait, what?
It's the last Rumble. It says that on the back of this one. Yeah. So, it's a picture of the last Rumble.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. I'll see you around.
It's just a little like small
Clammy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
You up?
Thanks for coming.
You bet.
How are you? It's Jerry.
I'm doing pretty well. I think it might be a big puddle next week after the Christmas party, but we're still having a Christmas party.
Oh, nice.
Have you met my son Felix? And you know my other son over there, Oliver?
Oliver, I've met many times.
I know. He's a bit of a shapeshifter.
He's definitely changed his form.
Yeah.
Where do you teach?
My teaching's in Cochrane.
Is Zach online?
Yeah, say hi to him.
Zach, is the volume up?
Yeah, the mic's right here.
Oh, there he is.
What up? What up? Last Rumble boy.
It's crazy, the last one.
It's pedestrian at best.
It is. It is very pedestrian.
Kidding.
Are you coming to town for Christmas, or?
Not this. Maybe in the new year. Maybe like early January.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe.
Hell yeah. Are you painting Jesus?
I'm painting the Madonna. Yeah, that's the Madonna.
Oh, dude, that's great. That's great. It's looking really nice.
It's on a mirror. When there used to be the Mary on there. I'm not sure if that you've seen that one. But I had like the Mary
Very, very cool. It's super loud in here. I can barely hear you.
Oh yeah. I'm going. Yeah. Cool house.
I was told that I would make a
Well,
good
I will
teacher
text you
because
though.
the way
I'll
I
text you.
explain things is like.
Tom, yeah. Hit me up with text. Yeah.
I'm gonna give Rich a spot back.
I explain to me, and I like when directions are like very. I basically don't leave room for error when I explain things. So my sister says, "Really, you're a good teacher. Like you're really good at explaining things in a fun way." And like I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know," but like I don't know. I just think I've always been like.
Yeah, that's my buddy Mike.
Oh, great! Well, I was having a break so many things.
I've seen some people that do videos of like the start to finish.
It's just so incredible how quickly he does it.
And he gets so really into it.
I feel like that's the thing too, is like when
I guess actually, like when you said about explaining things, like when you can pare it down, I think that's kind of how he does it with his art too. Is like there's nothing extra, and it's just so essential, and it can be so fast because there's nothing that's not necessary. Like when he was like, he sat there too for like half an hour. He's like, there's like a lot of pressure on the last one we're doing, and then he has like one to paint, and so he didn't even start right away. And then I was like, well, you should do like all the people around you painting. We were talking about that, and then I was like, but that's a lot. Like when you have to do all these people, and then he's just like, does it in an hour. That was in an hour? Yeah, because he didn't start. He waited a long time, like to start. Yeah.
He does paint.
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, Sonia, hi.
I was gonna say just some random people touching my back
Oh, yeah, I wanted to introduce you. This is the artist actually.
Okay, you know what? I'll just try to transfer it. Okay, that's great.
I would feel like in a little bit we'll start organizing chairs.
Last week. Look at you all taking advantage of technology.
Did you see that? Dude from Rich's school. Dude, Travis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really great.
What are those like elf?
Yeah, that's up there. And there's that one that we just had.
I love
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm so sorry.
Are we gonna, can we start moving? How much time we got? 20 minutes?
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Should I sit
Grab me from the food place there.
The woman on the other side of the room is a grandmother. This girl is probably in her early 20s, traveling for the first so we did just try to thank God for we're all saying yeah, multiple bags. We gave her our bags,
Did you get one?
I can take this one, I guess.
And then when I got to the house, I slept in the bed. I think you guys went to slept down. I'm like, and then I have this like, I have a weird time that so I'm like,
That's right. Those stories,
I just can't wait
No, Caleb, we're not giving cash.
That's what I came for.
We don't have as deep pockets as we did before.
Didn't have deep pockets, that's it.
I know.
Thank you. No, thank you.
I can do the numbers if you want.
Well, that would be really here. This is just we're just doing it. I'll get give me
Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, that sounds awful. Yeah, no.
Yes, just see some papers.
Sorry?
T-shirt papers.
I don't. I'll just give you paper. One second. I'll be right back.
Fishing. Is anybody fishing?
I don't do much fly fishing. I got a fly rod, but I think I used it twice. It's a whole other level of expense, right?
I used to make it up, but you know what?
Thanks.
Especially when the eyesight is going.
Yeah, well, no, that's the problem I have.
He used to do all his own fly tying. He's got all the stuff. Can't see. He was very good at it.
And for some reason, I guess fish know the difference. I don't know. Mess up.
Sorry, man.
You went to go for it.
On the couch. Judge Judy.
It's at the house. Where were they?
I know. I tried.
You did have a chance. I'm glad you know.
I have a question, Dad. I call you father. I want to just say that today.
It just fell apart today.
Oh no.
You can take it if you want to fix it.
I don't know how to fix things.
And that's why I didn't paint on it. So how about like anytime next week? Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I don't want to push you. If you have a special person you want to give it to, that's fine. What do? You fell on it?
It's probably good for
But anyway, just asking because I don't want to cause you any problems.
No, it's okay.
Leave it here or
Go take a
whatever.
peek at it. It's in the back. It's just the top of it fell off. And I just
Like,
need to.
okay. But like, I mean, I don't know. I might go home in an hour. So I don't want to bug you about that.
I'm not bothered. I'm just I was shocked when I was apart today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I just want to communicate with you, so I'm not having both of us hanging about. So.
Awesome.
Woo! You make t-shirts? Can you make one for me?
I'm making them right now.
Yay. But you're gonna put a date on it?
Nope.
Okay. Can you find an extra small?
I just have these sizes.
Okay. Then can I get this one then?
Well, you put them in the auction.
How much do you?
I don't know.
I've never seen this.
Never seen I just do $10.
How much?
$10.
I think it's like 30 on the t-shirt.
Yeah, I know. I've been employed for the last while, so I tried.
Stick around to the end, there might be one left over, okay?
No, I cannot. How much do you think you?
I'm not sure.
One of them will at least start at $69.
I've already.
Just the way it works.
It's good to know I'm not above those jokes.
That's my standing bid.
What size is this?
They're all size large. And,
Can it shrink down? Did you wash it? Will it become a problem?
I think, like they're nice. You know what? These are actually high quality shirts. Like sometimes you buy really cheap shirts. These ones are pretty high quality, and I think they would look nice, even if they were a little large. But they're just what I had available. I normally would put a lot of energy in making sure that there was all the sizes, but all I have. They're actually shirts I bought for me. And the last summer was coming, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make some t-shirts out of it. They're all size large.
Is that where you are right now? I just graduated. Actually, I graduated that year. I think.
Are you coming to the Christmas dinner?
I know.
I don't know right now. I know it's next Wednesday.
Yeah. That was my. I did like that.
And it starts.
I also
I do have to run.
I did finish.
Away from here.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of
What happened? What happened? What happened is
The table part fell off. I just need to put a screw back in, but I gotta kind of measure it a few different ways before I get it has to be in just the right spot.
I will make a point to come here next Wednesday.
Okay. How are you getting it home?
I just pushed it across the crane truck.
It does have wheels.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trouble like I did last with the green.
Well, we will be renting a truck to get rid of stuff. So if we have your number when we have the truck, it might be easier for everybody to just drop it off.
Yeah, I understand, but I would like to be one less problem for you.
What if we're driving right by?
You're driving? No, you're not driving quite bad
We're
because
gonna be driving all over the place, dropping stuff off.
I live back to where you first dropped off the stuff, so you're not gonna drive right by. I'm just taking it back to my working place for now, so when I move the rest of the stuff, so I can move it together. That's all. So I'm trying not to make any problem for you and Jazz. That's all.
Okay.
But it's okay. Next Wednesday, I will. If you can fix it, that'll be good.
Perfect.
So
Jess, can I get the keys to the house?
Yes.
sorry, Jessica. We decided you're a mom and our dad.
Okay, Bob, house keys. I'm gonna start up. Okay.
No, it's what do you got?
Well, I guess you can too.
Oh, I gotta set the cameras up.
Well, I have to stop this, and then
Oh,
we have
I
to
thought
start
you did.
still. No.
I can help.
No, I'll be right back.
Maybe wash that because it's gonna dry.
I'm so used to it.
Okay.
This is great for your food. I didn't want to like